Hello. What's going on, YouTube? It is your boy Quan, and we are here with another reaction video. Continuation of the Who is BTS? A comment, right, on one of my last videos that they didn't really like me doing this series like this, and the reason why I chose to do it as such is because it gives me an idea, because I'm still learning. I seen it as a way to, the first one, part one that we did, it was like a 4.5 minute bit just on the first member of BTS, right? And I thought to personalize it as such. So one video is just solely focusing on one particular artist and just kind of going down the line, right? That was my reasoning as to why I was gonna break it up into sections. Seen a couple people didn't really like that, which you're not gonna please everybody, right? But what I'm gonna do in this one is I'm gonna combine part 2 and part 3, put them into one video, and then 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Like it like that, I'm sorry. That's just how I wanna do it. So, I mean, give me any feedback is good feedback. So, yeah, we're just gonna do it like that. So, started. If you are new to my channel, I need you to subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Throw out any recommendations. I'm trying to be all ears for any type of comments that you guys leave. Support has been amazing. I've stated that before. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, like I said, this is a continuation off of part 1 that I did about some days ago. So yeah, we're gonna do part 2 and part 3. We're gonna come with part 4, 5, and then we're gonna come with 6, 7. 3 more videos, including this one, right? So let's get into it. Shut up. Hey, hold on. Vocalist. So Jen was a theater student in university when he was scouted after being seen getting off of a bus. Okay. Fictional storyline that runs throughout BTS music. Jin acts in his role as a pivotal character. Okay.
Third guy from the left. Oh, he is third guy from the left right now. 이쪽에서 세 번째 남자고 그래서 트렌딩 스포츠. I think I'm worldwide handsome.
그래요? 누가 강요한 건 아닌데.
아니에요. 근데 왠지 이렇게 말하면 제 기분이 좋을 것 같아서 이렇게 얘기를 하고 다닙니다. 저는 월드와이드 핸섬입니다.
귀엽다.
갖고 싶다면 내가 한번 주지.
Heartbreak Kid. He the lover. Okay. I see who he is. He's the one who grabs the attention of all the fans out there, BTS. Interesting.
와, 좋아요. 이런 소리 좋아요. 우리 음악을 힘이 좋습니다. 인격적인 요리의 철학. 이게 쌀국수마다 이게 진짜 먹는 그 기호.
Dog, in a sense, age-wise. He's the oldest, but he doesn't use his authoritative power. So, like I say, RM, I guess, is like the leader. He's the one who founded BTS, from what I remember. But as you can see here, he cares and cooks for the younger ones, and hosts eating segment called Eat Jin.
이런 거 먹는 사람이랑 그래요. 그 통에 넣어서 이거랑 저거. 저도 매운 거 넣어. 웃으면 뭔 줄 알아? 안에 토가 노래 부르면 뭔 줄 알아? 그 소들이 떼창하면 뭔 줄 알아? 단체 소송이 있어.
아버지를 존경했어서 아버지 따라서 그냥 회사원 그러다가
꿈이 드라마를 보다가
so he
어떤
wasn't
상주에
even, like-
의해서 배우로 바뀌게 되고 빅히트에 캐스팅이 되고 나서는 또 이렇게 가수에 전까지 노래 1살, 뭐 20살 이때부터 노래를 시작하게 되었는데 재능이 그렇게 특출난 편은 아니지만 그래도 열심히 연습을 해서 조금씩 더 성장.
Take a moment to say this, like me. So like you said, he wasn't really into singing like that growing up, right? And he still practices his vocals and all of that. Me, when I was in like high school, I was a part of choir, right? And like I have a higher voice than your average guy, I guess you could say. I've always been very mindful of how I sound, right? But back then, some years ago, my voice used to be like high. So I used to be able to hit certain notes that I can't hit now because I'm growing up a little bit, right? But I still to this day wish I knew how to sing. Like people say I know how to sing a little bit, but I wish I knew how to like sing. Cause I swear I whistle a lot and I hum a lot. And to the point where it gets annoying to people. But I don't know, I like to harmonize. I love music. Like I said, if something's stuck in my head, I will whistle it or hum it all day. I wish I could actually turn that into actual singing. And no, I will never sing on YouTube ever for anybody. But I just wanted to say that. It just reminded me of that because like I say, he had to kind of like to teach himself to be a better vocalist. And so I definitely respect that.
모습을 보여드리려고 노력을 합니다.
Had a soul. That was Jin. Please, I hope I'm saying that right. If I just went that whole segment and pronounced his name wrong, I am so entirely sorry. But anyway, I just quick take on that before we get into the next artist. From what I get from that is this wasn't his dream at first, right? It was just something that he kind of got talked into doing and ended up forming a love for it. Had to teach himself how to sing better than what he knew beforehand. That's why I was like doing it individually. I feel like if I was to do all of the artists at once, I would forget what, RM did or what Jin did. I would forget because those are the earlier videos, right? So me being able to just really just hone in on one particular artist for that said video. And I know in this one, I'm doing a part 2 and 3 together, but that's still something I feel like I can still personalize each individual artist. So I could relate to Jin a little bit. And so we're going to get into the next one. And by the look of how it's spelled, Sugar, please, Lord, please. Sugar. I don't think there's any other way to say it. But yeah, so we're going to get into it. We got Sugar. So like RM, Sugar, also known as arguably, is a rapper, producer who received harsh criticism for leaving underground rap. Any further, and I don't know if a lot of you guys are familiar with the artist by the name Twista. He is an American rapper he's been rapping for even probably before I was born. But I knew growing up, one thing that used to catch my ear was fast rapping, and Twista was one of the first people who ever coined, and that I remember. I'm sure it was artists before him. There's been many like after who like to do the fast spitting, but Twister was one of the first for me, and I was such a fan of his solely because of that. So I really dig the fast rapping, even still to this day. So that that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
너무 웃기다. 이러다. 욕하는데.
조용하구나.
슈가양이 그런 게 있어요. 되게 멤버들 안 챙겨주는 척하면서 은근히 챙겨주는 그런 게 있어요.
침대래구나,
네, 약간
침대래.
그런 게 있어요.
물을 주면서.
물에 저도 안 먹어줘요.
왜 그런 거야?
네?
컨셉이야, 왜 그런 거야?
아니 저는
이거 뭐 아미들을 보면 난리 나겠어요.
So out of all the instruments, I am a huge fan of the piano. Like, more times than not, I could literally just sit in my room and just like, I have like these LED lights in my room, right? So I just turn all the lights off and I listen to just any type of music, whether if it's just relaxation music, but I can listen to a piano all day, every day. Like, I am such a huge fan of the piano, it makes no sense.
지금 프리스타일로 찍는 거죠?
우리 슈가 형은 처음에는 성공이 하고 싶었고 돈도 벌고 싶었고 이상하게 유명해지고 싶다는 생각은 별로 없었던 것 같아요. 처음에는 막연히 그냥 작곡가가 되고 싶어서 서울로 왔던 사람이었어요.
그러니까 저는 곡을 거의 한 달에 하나 쓰면 많이 완성하면 많이 쓰는 편이에요. 저번에 형 곡 얼마나 자주 써요?
One song in a month is about
나는 하루에 하나는 그래도 쓰는 것 같은데. 사랑스러워. 아니 그러면 못 썼어요.
1년에 365개면 좀
35개까지 한 200개는 쓰는 게 있어. 이게 쉬는 날도 있고 뭐 쉬는 날도 있고 뭐 나도
26년을 보여준 아이돌 스타즈 슈가입니다. 소란의 노래 오늘 취향이는 프로듀싱하며 음악적 깊이를 다시 한번 알리죠. 축하합니다.
진짜 무서워요 했었는데 열일곱 내가 밥을 먹으면
I feel like that who are musicians, from rappers to singers to whatever, just anything that you do musically. I feel like everybody has faced some type of adversity, right? Somebody strongly believes that they can be this, and they got even their parents. Not saying that their parents don't believe them, but it feels like as a parent, you probably you see a kid wanting to like not finish school to go pursue music or whatever the case may be, not want to go to college. College is not for everybody, right? I went to college, I graduated with college, but there's people who didn't go to college that are doing way better than me, right? So I feel like I have a different type of respect for people who might have the naysayers and just decide that they want to pursue what they want to pursue. And like I say, look at them in one of the most popular bands in the entire world, right? So that's saying a lot. Anybody of y'all who watch these type of videos or watching this reaction right now, like regardless of what it is, it's still me at the age that I'm at. I face a lot of adversity within myself, but you just have to overcome it, right? So I definitely respect that a lot.
달 정이 없어. 2,000원짜리 짜장면 먹으면 그것이 못하고 뭐 파도 돈을 못 받고 내먹히고 이거는
So in his self-produced 2000 mixtape, Steve should open up about his experiences with social anxiety and depression. Anxiety and depression is a real thing. We all experience it in our own form. I experience it a lot. So yeah, I definitely, again, to be able to express that and be able to let people know about what you're going through is a huge step. So.
없을 수도 있어요. 행복하시면 됩니다. 행복하게 새해를 시작하면서 행복하게 한 해 또 마무리 짓는 그런 2018년이 되었으면 좋겠습니다.
I feel like shit. I mean, the battles that he had to face and like that was very, very dope to me. I could relate to him too as well. The battles with anxiety and depression. I don't necessarily have social anxiety because I love to talk, but I do have, like I said, there's all different forms of anxiety. I definitely, deal with it. And like I said, a lot of us do, right? Especially, when you're in the 20s, like, I don't know the age of my viewers, but when those 20s are like the most stressful times of your life because you feel like you need to have everything figured out, which is not necessarily the case. You would like for it to be like that. I hear from older people tell me that 20s are the years that you figure it out. The 30s are really your prime. In my opinion, 30s are when you're old, you're on your deathbed. No, I'm just kidding. But I would like to have all that stuff figured out before I hit the age of 30. So, but you go through a lot. Even teenage years, right? You go through a lot. You go through transitioning from being a teenager to, turning into that adult. Dope. That was really, really dope. Both artists, Jin and Sugar, and again, I hope I'm saying their names correctly. Don't butcher me, please. Do not crucify me, okay? But yeah, so I'm gonna come back with 4 and 5. It looks like we have J-Hope up next. And of course, J-Hope was my introduction into BTS. I did his Chicken Noodle Soup song that he did about a month ago. If you haven't watched that, go check that out on my channel. So yeah, we're gonna get into that in the next iteration of this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed it a lot. Broadened my horizon. I say that a lot, but yeah, it's true. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe. Subscribe. And I will be back with more BTS content. All right, y'all stay blessed.